I don't think we've got much time left.
The bathroom is flooded. What next?
You know I've been scared stiff of water ever since my encounter with that giant crocodile.
Would you prefer being burnt alive here?
It's got nothing to do with preferring anything. I'm totally blocked when it comes to water.
Maybe a few smacks might help.
It's a long way down. A nearly brand new ironing board. Actually, the bathtub is fantastic. The only thing is, a seal can't stand it. Actually, the bathtub is fantastic. The only thing is, a seal can't stand it. A wooden ironing board. There you are.
Woohoo! A piece of it is already broken off, making it pretty rocky. I should dissect it first. A piece of it is already broken off, making it pretty rocky. I should dissect it first. A good place for the limescale remover. A chemical reaction. Very fashionable. Unfortunately, extremely prickly too. Out of the way, thorny scrub! I won't manage alone.
It supports the tendrils of this neat, prickly Nubian vine.
On three. 1, 2, 3. Phew-wee! Everything's full of smoke. Why isn't it escaping?
Remember the nest with the little chicks?
Ah, the one on top of our chimney.
I'll get out of your way.
A common crank to, crank away with. I've opened the oven. I saved this duck. Our kitchen chair. Our kitchen stool. A handful of flour. It's landed back on the chimney. It supports the tendrils of this neat, prickly Nubian vine. Whoa! It's furled. It's right where it belongs. A clothesline.
A handful of flour.
Ha! Gotcha! Pretty thing I've built here. The bird is now filled with water. Woohoo! Tara's pet. Is that bizarre or what? A lovely round melon. A wooden spoon. Was it my turn to clear the table yesterday? There you are! Darn snake. See that?
Yes, my poor pet.
I'm afraid she might even have survived.
Not a bad idea. We could escape that way.
Sure, except it's suicide. I'd rather wait for the fire brigade.
And I think that could take ages, so... Another item where a seal let himself get ripped off. The entire house is on fire! Our fire insurance policy. I wonder whether it's going to help us at all. The entire house is on fire. Nothing was spared, not one thing. A modern millstone. The pot is too heavy. It's filled with maize. Close. I've stuck the policy into the wood.
Now it's burning.
I'll get out of your way.
What's happening to the maize? The fire has been put out. Heave ho!
Asil, I know you don't like popcorn, but please climb into that maize jar and let's get out of here.
Do I have to? Somebody must be coming to our rescue, I'm sure of it.
So we're here. Think this is the right house number? Gee, these houses in the suburb all look the same.
I'm not barreling down the stairwell in that jar. That's plain suicide. I might as well burn up here.
You're already burning.
Ah! Go on! Into the jar!
Fire Brigade Manual, rule number 1. All shoes must be properly polished. Are those shoes polished, El Fuego? I see a little spot.
Tara, maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
Shoes polished. Hats polished.
Asil, we are not going back.
Hairdo in position. Did I leave anything out? Oh, yes. Rescue occupants.
That was the lousiest rescue I've ever seen.
It's your own fault. Who asked you to meddle with a pro's work and leave the object without precise instructions from the
You
fireman?
seem to be more of a firefighting camel.
No, the camel is back there.
But there are advantages as well. Now we can take our time before we invite your father over for tea. Ouch!
I already told you, no volcano, I said. Let's not go for a cuppa. But you said, oh, the fire brigade. They'll take care of that.
And now he's dead, the guardian of the Ankh.
Tell you what, I was never too convinced of that guardian in the first place. It's not a big loss, as long as the Ankh didn't melt in the flames.
But which of us is going in there to search for it?
Who do you think? Whose name is Volcano and breathes fire for a living? And which one of us is the poor, old, frail soothsayer?
Oh, always the same old scam. Give it a rest.
Hello!
Oh, you're still alive. How nice. Oh, yes, you good-for-nothings. A fine secret brotherhood you are. Nearly let me burn to death in here.
And us too.
You too, yes. Very tragic.
All right, nice and slowly from the top. Just what are you two doing here? Aren't you supposed to be at the Cairo Bazaar?
As the sacred Ankh has already divulged, we are the secret brotherhood for the preservation of balance.
I've always suspected that the two of you are off your rocker.
Asil, The situation is serious. The constellation of the Camel can be seen in the skies. The battle of the gods has begun.
Which means?
Which means that the gods are fighting for supremacy over Egypt. And Seth, the cruelest of all gods, is being viewed as the odds-on favorite.
Favorite? Ha! I'll run circles around him.
Which is why we've decided to bring the Ankh to life, so that it can step into the ring against Seth.
So it's your fault that this thing can speak now?
Fault? Is that what you call it? Salvation, that's what it was.
Clearly a matter of opinion.
And what does all this have to do with me?
You're the guardian of the Ankh. You must take it to the battle of the gods.
And where would that be?
It takes place every 1,000 years, at the Sacred Hotel.
A hotel? Reception? Minibar? That kind of hotel?
None like you have ever seen. It is in a dimension between the worlds.
So I guess I won't get there by hitching a ride.
The hotel is linked to our world by portals, but no human has ever entered it. However, we did manage to find out something. Volcano,
Yes?
the portal, what we discussed.
Did we? All right. Yes, so Asil, I found out that there's a portal to the Hotel of the Gods in Luxor.
And where exactly is it?
Well, the details aren't quite clear. You'll have to find out once you get there.
Sounds tricky.
Well then, are you on our side? Are you going to help us prevent Seth's victory?
If we help you, will we be rid of the Ankh for good?
I should hope so. As soon as I've won the Battle of the Gods, I'll have all the power in the world.
Tara, I'm not sure it's a good thing for the Ankh to have all the power in the world.
As long as we can get rid of it, I am willing to do anything. Anything.
Splendid! Then off you go to Luxor.
I'll look up Shmuel, Shalom, and Ephraim and ask them to help us.
But you must not lose any time.
Then I'll ride to the oasis. Asil, you head straight for Luxor.
All of a sudden, you seem to be in a big hurry.
The prospect of life without the Ankh can move mountains.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
I'm taking our camel.
Why aren't I getting it?
Because I said so first.
Asil, she's way ahead of you.
We'll rendezvous at Luxor at midnight.